welcome to Yoga with Nadine. Hope you're all well. Today we are going to start in lying down position. So coming down to your Shavasana, your corpse pose. And we're going to slow everything down to start. So wiggle what needs to be wiggled, move that hair bobble out of the way if that's in your way. Let those ankles fall wide. Maybe tuck the tailbone under to try and push that lower back in the mat here. And then maybe walk those shoulder blades together, opening up that chest, opening those palms towards the sky, and then just slowly close down the eyes. Start by taking a body scan here. Just notice if there's any areas of the body that are feeling sore or tight. Maybe you're not completely comfortable here. If so, just make the adjustments that you need to become to your most comfortable position here on the mat. And then take a nice inhale here. And then take a really big exhale. And as you exhale, just release and let go. Take 2 more gentle breaths like this. Just gently inhale, but then as you exhale, really visualize the body softening, releasing, surrendering towards the mat. Once more. Just feel everything in the body get heavy. Release the tension. And just release. Maybe you're noticing the mat here under your body. And try and visualize it cradling you, supporting you. Maybe coming up to your body to support the body, and then your body just is releasing and softens and lets go here. And let's start to check in with the breath. Notice how that breath is today. Maybe you're a little bit hay fevery, pollen count is quite high at the moment. Maybe the nostrils feel blocked, the sinuses. Just notice the quality of your natural breath. And then start to notice that breath coming into the body. As we inhale in through the nose, feel it flood down to the chest, into the lungs, as far as you can into the belly. And as you exhale, pull that belly button towards the floor, to the spine, and just let it release. So slowly to start, inhaling, feel that expansion. Each time maybe that expansion gets bigger, deeper. And as you exhale, feel the body deflating, softening, releasing, getting rid of the stale air and let go. Each time on the inhalation, feel that torso rising, filling, taking that breath down deeper and wider to the back of the diaphragm, to the upper ribs, the lower abs. Take as much breath in as you possibly can. And when you can't take any more, then release. Feel that belly button gently soften towards the mat. Maybe take a slight tuck under with the tailbone. So you push that lower back into the mat. Really feel everything deflating. Then the next breath. I want you to take 2 more full breaths like this. Don't rush it. Just be slow. Really think about lengthening it as much as possible, deepening it as much as possible. When we're stressed, we have so much shallow breathing. So really by channeling that breath down and deep, we start to open up through the lung space, using the full capacity. It starts to slow the body down, start to slow the heartbeat down, reduce the blood pressure, and just generally relax us. So one more here. Really visualize your whole body filling, inflating, and then you expand, extend the air, release, and let go. When you finish your 2 full breaths, just return to the natural breath. Start to notice how your body's feeling here. Maybe already you're starting to slow down. Quietening the body. And maybe quietening the mind. Maybe notice the mind here. Maybe in the time when you're breathing, you're fully concentrating on the breath. All those thoughts start to still. So today with the breath, we're going to be using the breath a lot. Moving into these deep poses. Remember, expanding on the inhale, and softening, releasing, deepening on the exhale, which will also still, or try to still the mind, our endless quest. I want you to bring those hands in front of the face, rub those palms together. Get some nice heat in those palms. And when you've got some nice heat in those palms, place the palms over the closed eye sockets. Just let the weight of the gravity of the hands gently mould into the eye sockets. And notice that darkness, that space behind the closed eyes, that chitakasa. And just become aware of any shapes or colours that appear. And while you're here, maybe you'd like to set an intention for your practice today. Maybe there's someone on your mind, someone who needs the strength from this. Maybe it's you that needs the strength from this, and that's absolutely 100% okay. Repeat that in your mind here. And then bring your hands to prayer for your third eye. Maybe taking those thumbs, little slight massage in your third eye here. Inhaling. And as you exhale, seal that intention. Release. Gently blinker those eyes open, let the light back in. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the right knee into the chest, give it a hug. Squeeze that knee into the chest. Each time you're exhaling, bringing it in a little bit closer. So bring it into the chest, into the midline, towards the sternum. And then maybe taking it towards that right armpit, having a little play, a little squeeze here. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe taking the knee towards the left armpit, across the body. But just gentle to start. It's very early on, we're not warming up. We're just getting a little bit of warmth and a little bit of flexibility here into that leg. So So having a little play here with the right side. And then here, maybe taking that right hand to that right foot, bring it into one-legged happy baby. So ankle that knee down into that armpit. Notice how that feels for you today. You're feeling tight, or you're feeling a little bit kind of already a little bit warm, maybe from the practice that we've done last week. You're feeling quite flexible here. So have a little play. Remember, each exhale, pulling that foot down with that hand into that knee, in towards that armpit socket here. Maybe we want to take the peace fingers round that big toe and maybe lengthen that leg out a little bit. Maybe bending it in, bringing the heel into the centre, opening it up, noticing how that feels. Working away a little bit here, just using the breath, opening up through the hips. And then come back to that one-legged happy baby. Inhaling and exhaling. Take the left hand to the right knee and then bring that right knee across to the body. So you're coming into a supine twist. So pulling that knee to the left side, reaching out towards the right with that right hand, just opening up through the lower back to start. Inhale here as you exhale, bring the knee back to centre, and exhale, send that right knee and leg along the floor. Give it a little wobble, and notice maybe that right leg feels a little longer than the left. Just notice. If it doesn't, that's okay. Everybody's different. Inhale here as you exhale, bring the left knee into the chest, give it a hug. Roll it if that feels good for you, side to side. Bring it into the knee, into the armpit, Bringing the knee into the armpit, and then maybe bringing the knee towards the sternum, across the chest if that feels good. Hugging it. Maybe write some little circles here. Through the hip. Maybe take that left hand onto the kneecap, take some circles one way and then the other. Whatever feels good for you. Noticing if one side feels different to the other. Maybe notice it pausing at a point, you feel a nice stretch here. And then take the left hand to the left foot, coming into the one-legged happy baby on the other side. So really quite strong with that left hand. Grab hold of the outside of that foot and then anchor it down. So you're trying to send your knee to the mat, just underneath your armpit. And then stick your bottom back on the floor. That's why that leg is nice and long out along the mat, so you can't lift up to the tailbone. So you're really trying to anchor the whole spine into the mat. So have a little play here with a happy baby. Maybe again you want to take the peace fingers round the big toe and lengthen that leg out to the side. Bending it, releasing it. Yeah, it's going to feel tight, but it's just to start off with getting a little bit warmth, a bit heat straight into those hip bones. And then come back into that happy baby, one-legged happy baby. Then take the right hand to the left kneecap and then bring that kneecap over to the right hand side, supine twist to the other side. Reach that left hand out to the left side and gaze to the left, just gently to start. Dropping here, using it, noticing how the back's feeling tight already. Just gentle, doesn't have to go into the full extreme of the stretch, just so you can feel it starting to wake up. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the knee back into the centre. Hug it in, and as you exhale, lengthen that leg out along the mat. Give the legs a wobble, a shake, and maybe you feel they feel better. Legs feel a little bit nice and longer than they normally are. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, reach up overhead. Take a full body stretch, lengthening through the toes, the fingers, really wakening up the whole body. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock through the lower back. So if you waked up through a little bit through the lower back here with a supine twist, just take a nice rock side to side. Inhale here. As you exhale, rock to one side. Gently push yourself up and come into our all fours position. Set yourself on the 4-point kneeling here on the mat, nice and strong. So you're nice, maybe you want to take some gentle just sways with the hips as you're waking them up. Notice how they feel today. And we're going to take some stretches on the wrists to start with. So bring the palms together. Check that they are all nicely aligned over those palms. So wrist, elbows, shoulders stacked. Spread those hands nice and wide. Remember, the closer you bring them together, the harder it is. So if you're feeling it already, maybe you just want to increase the distance. So just make it yours. Inhale here. As you exhale, take the weight to the right hand side. Feel that stretch through the top of the right hand. As you exhale, come to the left. Inhale over to the right. Exhale over to the left. 2 more breaths. Inhaling to the right. Exhale to the left. Last time. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Take a sit back on the heels. Just give those wrists a nice twist. Feel like you're doing some kind of Indian dancing. Get those hands really, if they feel tight. I've been doing a lot of stuff with a hose, so you'll feel if you're in a clenching position or you're doing, it's just nice to get something. Maybe interlace the fingers, give them a little roll round, whatever feels good. And then we're coming back to the mat, all fours, to just one more stretch here today. All fours here. Start with first, take those fingers, the right fingers towards the knee. Elbow creases to the front of the mat. Whole palm on the mat. Inhale here. As you exhale, take the weight back. So send the weight back over the heels and you'll feel that lovely stretch up through the front of that forearm there. Inhale, take the weight off, come forward, nose over the front of the mat. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, sink back. Twice more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, sink. Last time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, sink back. Sit back on the heels. Give that wrist a twist. Stretch. Maybe, whatever feels good here. And then we're coming to set up on the other side. So right hand to mat. Back of the left to the mat. Fingers to the left knee. And then try and send that elbow crease to the front of the mat if you can. Everything nice. So you should be able to feel see your palm. Inhale, weight forward. Exhale, sink weight back. Inhaling forward. Exhale, sink back. Notice if one wrist is different to the other. Inhale forward. Exhale, sink. Twice more. Inhale forward. Exhale, sink. Last time. Inhale forward. Exhale, sink. Sit back and give your last stretch. Twist the hands, interlace, do a little bit of a, I don't know what, whatever feels good, nice fists. And then here, come back to all fours, but grab your block or your book or whatever you've got. We'll try it. If it doesn't work with a book, maybe we'll just keep trying. So we're going to do before, we want to hook the block or the book between our heel and our butt cheek. So that nice little space there, and we need to keep that tight. So nice and set, pushing up through our foundations, belly button to spine to keep that control there. Inhale here, as you exhale, lift the knee. So nice 45, so the knee is kind of parallel to the floor. Squeezing it up here, and then we're going to take 8 little pulses. For 8, squeeze it. 7, 6, 5, 4. If it doesn't work, 3. If the block drops, 2, like mine did, 1, and release. So it's trying to keep the tension with the block. So it's natural if it drops. We're just going to reset here. So put it back in if you can. If it's not working, just take it away and just use it without. But you're just trying to use that tension here. Inhale, lifting the knee. Exhale, opening the knee to the side. So here I'm going to blame that I've got really slidey tights on today, so that's my excuse. But then open the knee to the side like fire hydrant stretch, and then lifting up for 8, squeeze it, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring the knee to the mat, hip in. One last one here, so restack it in again, squeeze it tight, lift it to the tabletop position, and then as you exhale, knee to nose if you can, squeeze it. It's not going to come that far. Exhale, bring it up high. Just 3 more like this, knee to nose, squeezing, control. Exhale, tabletop. Twice more, knee to nose, squeezing. Exhale, lifting. Last time, oh, it's sliding, knee to nose, whoop. Exhale, lifting here, and then release. Sit back on those heels, restack, maybe put the block on the other side, sway the hips if that feels good for you. And we're going to come straight in to do the other side. So again, take the block, take it on the left heel and left glute. So it's just underneath the glute. Where you get that little overhang kind of bit. So really nice, sit up again, all fours here. Inhale here, exhale, lift the knee. So we're trying to get that leg parallel to the floor, and then we're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee to the earth. Inhale here, exhale to the side, fire hydrant for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee to the mat, and then 4 crunches to the nose. For 4, squeeze it, lengthening it parallel. For 3, squeeze it, keep the pressure. For 2, squeezing and lengthening. Last time, knee to nose, squeeze and lift. Drop the knee, release the block. Take the block to one side, have a little sway, and then slowly coming into the downward dog. Tuck toes, lift knees. And have a pedal. Maybe those calves feel a little tight for holding the tension of the block there. So just have a little sway, a pedal, go through your checks, use your breath. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, feel the shoulder blades sliding down the back, lift the seat bones to the sky, all those things, belly to the tops of the thighs, looking through the ankles. Maybe today you want to bring those toes up from the floor, sending the heels high towards the ground a little bit more, lengthening and softening here in your dog. So just notice. And then take 2 full breaths like we did lying down here, noticing as you inhale, expand, and as you exhale, soften, maybe drop more into the pose. Last time, inhaling, and exhale, soften. Inhale here, and exhale. One more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, right leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Roll that right hip towards the mat, and then lift that leg high to the sky, pushing the hands into the mat. Drop that left heel more into the mat here, lifting and softening, trying to soften the belly towards the tops of the thighs. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the knee, tiger's tail, rolling the hip open. So sending that knee high to the sky, looking underneath that right armpit, sending that foot towards the left glute. Inhale here, lifting that knee higher. Exhale, bring that knee through to the nose, squeezing it here. Step through between the hands, drop the back knee, untuck the toe. So first of all, maybe you want to walk that left knee back. Maybe you feel quite open in that hip flexor already. Inhale here. As you exhale, pushing up into your low lunge, hands to the sky. So set up yourself here straight off. Nice wide stance so that you're not behind one knee. and then sink the hips into the mat. Tuck the tailbone under, pushing the hips forward so you feel a nice opening in that left hip flexor here. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, coming back, runner's lunge. So sinking through, but really try and lift that right seat bone here. Inhale, lunge, the hips sink. Exhale, airplane, arms, runners. 3 more times. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, bring back. 2 more. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, runners. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift high to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Chest lift high to the sky. Inhale here, exhale, step back plank. Nice and strong. So either knees or toes in your plank. Set everything up strong, the wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked, pushing up through the shoulder blades. Tuck the tailbone under, belly to spine. Push the heels back and breathe. Long line from the crown of the head to the tail. Nice and strong breath. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, push back downward dog. Breathe here, soften. Notice how you feel. We're going to come through to the other leg. Inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Now strong here. Lift that leg higher, point or flex that toe. Roll that left hip into the mat. Push that right heel to the ground. Push the hands into the mat. Bring the chest towards the thigh. Lift that leg higher, point it higher, squeeze it higher. Inhale here, exhale, tiger tail. Open that hip, look underneath the left armpit. Send the knee high to the sky, bring that foot to the bottom. Inhale here, as you exhale, bring that knee to the nose. Squeeze it high here. Exhale, step through between the hands. Drop the right knee, untuck the toes. Again, if you want to walk that knee back, absolutely fine. Inhale, sweep hands high to the sky. Exhale, sink into the hips. Set yourself up nice and strong. Check that knee is not too far forward or not too far back. Tucking under. Nice opening up in that right hip flexor. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, sweep back, runner's lunge. Lift and flex the foot. Lift that left seat bone. Really lengthen it. Inhale, lifting. Maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, runners. 3 more. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, runners. Twice more. Inhale, lift. Really sink heavy in the hips. Exhale, runners. Last time. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, sink. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck right toes, lift right knee. Step back to plank. Nice strong plank here. We're going to lower all the way to the mat. Nice and slow. Pushing forward on those toes, or if you're on the knees, control. Inhale here, exhale, elbows into the ribs. Slowly lower. Use that breath, use that control, embrace that shake. Slowly come down towards the mat. Untuck the toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale to the mat. Tuck toes down, facing dog. Inhaling. And exhale. 1 more breath, inhaling. And exhaling. Take that right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step through between the hands, looking forward, chest lifting, stepping in, forward fold, So forward fold here. Maybe today, feet together if that feels good for you. Maybe you lift those seat bones high up to the sky, nice and lengthening through the back of the legs. And then let that upper body just fall. So you're really trying to lengthen the legs, lengthen those hamstrings. And soften here. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat back through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana, mountain pose. Slow everything down. Maybe today close down those eyes. And just settle. Maybe you need to take a big exhale. And maybe you're just going to take those 2 breaths here, but going through your checks with your body. So starting from the feet, lifting the toes up to the face, pushing through the 4 corners of the feet. If you have your eyes closed, notice how that feels, especially if your feet are together. The balance is much more difficult. Maybe you're swaying, I don't know. But push strong through the 4 corners. And then slowly, little toes replace, 4th toes, 3rd, 2nd and big toes. Claw into the mat, lift up through the arches, shins, kneecaps, quads, tuck tailbone under, belly button to spine, shoulders up, back and down. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up through the spine. Bring that right knee to the chest, nice and strong, coming into balance. Hands high, tuck tailbone, lifting that knee higher, squeezing through the top of the quad if you can, engaging, waking that up, lengthening through the back, nice and strong. Inhale here, exhale, foot to floor. Inhale through center, exhale, swan dive. Inhale here, halfway, exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up through the spine, bring the left knee to the chest, nice and strong, lifting, gliding, tuck tailbone, drop shoulders, lift knee higher, squeezing through just that bit here, lifting, engaging here, lift it higher, exhale, foot to floor, hands to heart, inhale through center, exhale, swan dive, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, slowly rolling up through the spine, bringing that right knee to the chest, inhale, lifting, exhale, hands to heart center. So take the right hand inside that right knee, thumb and into the heart center, nice and strong. Inhale here, as you exhale, push that knee open with that hand, lifting through here. So you're pushing with that arm, inhale here, exhale, open that left hand wide. So you're pushing the back of that right hand, opening that knee, trying to lift it higher if you can. Inhale here, exhale, pulling it back into start position to chest. Hand in, hands to heart center. Lift that knee higher, squeeze it, exhale, foot to floor. Inhale through center, exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, Slowly rolling up through the spine, bringing that left knee to the chest. We're going to do the same thing on the left, nice and strong. Inhale, lifting, exhale, hands to heart center. So get your balance first, get that knee as high as you can first, and then take the left hand, the back of the palm, inside that left knee. Inhale here, exhale, open, push. Inhale here, exhale, open with the right hand. So pushing back both sides, opening with the hip. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, pulling it back into center, so use a bit of pressure against that hand. Bring the hands into heart center, lift that knee higher, squeeze it higher. Exhale, foot to floor, should be quite tight through here. Inhale, lifting through the center, exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up through the spine, bringing that right knee to the chest again. I'm going to do it a little bit quicker. Inhale, hands to the sky, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, right hand inside right knee. Exhale, push open wide, arm and leg. Inhale here, exhale, bring the hands back to center, hands to heart center. Inhale here, exhale, tip forward, warrior 3. So sending that right leg back, flexing or pointing the foot, whatever is good for you. Rolling that right hip down. Inhale here, exhale, bring that knee back to center. Up to the chest, hook it high, lift it, tuck it, squeeze it, lift it. Exhale, foot to floor. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up through the spine, bringing the left knee to the chest, coming into the other side. Again, lifting here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Left hand, left knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, wide. Push. So use the pressure on the back of that hand, the knee, as a bit of a resistance. Inhale here, exhale, coming back to center. Hands to heart. Inhale here, exhale, tip forward, warrior three. Nice and long, lengthen, point or flex. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Lifting up high, squeeze it. Exhale, foot to floor. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. Step up or jump to plank. Inhale, lifting. And exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, slowly push back, downward dog. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Really lift it high, squeeze it high, cat stretch through the back. And as you exhale, step through with that right foot between the hands. Drop the right knee, untuck the toes. So, we're coming through here. So if you get your block handy to your right hand side. So to start with, you want to tuck the left toes, walk that knee back as much as you can. So a nice position here. And then take the block here, underneath that right thigh. So it can be one way, it can be the highest level, or your block, or your book, or whatever it is. And place it in that kind of flip, just in front of that little crease there. So you'll kind of make sure it's got nice here. If you've got two blocks, maybe you want two blocks. And then keeping the fingers on the floor, either side of the leg. So what we want to do, as we did before, we want to be breathing heavy into the hips. So as you inhale, feel everything expand in this space here underneath the block. And as you exhale, you want to feel like you're pushing down onto that block. So you're kind of walking that front foot forward. Maybe it comes forward, maybe you're starting to wiggle or wind wiper that foot forward, so you're coming onto the heel. And we're kind of in this position that looks like a high splits. So inhaling into that space, that hip bone, the space, everything expands. And as you exhale, push down. So try and flex the front foot if you can, toes upwards, send the heel away. And nice and strong in that breath here. So just notice how you are. You may be really open here, you may be really tight, but it's fine. So maybe you want to bring those fingers to fingertips, and maybe that feels good here. Maybe you want to take just one hand on the floor, or maybe you feel confident, just take the hands, just place them gently on that thigh. Tuck that tailbone under, so you'll kind of feel that lengthening through that left hip flexor. And maybe you're still wiggling that heel out towards the front. Or maybe you're just at the position that you're going to stay in. And absolutely fine. So while you're here, whatever position you're in, you want to think about the best position for you to be in. So we want to scissor those hips. We do it a lot of the time. So you want to visualize that right hip pushing back, rolling back, and that left hip rolling forward. So like, for example, my hands are on your hips here, and I'm pulling your right hip back and your left hip is coming forward. You'll feel that engage through that left hip flexor here, but you're nice and strong. And maybe you get a little more wiggle through that front heel. Tuck the tailbone under, try and lengthen up through the spine. Just notice how it feels, heavy in the hips. Two more full breaths here. But also I want you to feel like you're hugging those thighs in together, you're squeezing them in. And then also you're squeezing, with a lot of what we did in the standing balance today, squeezing that, lifting that knee high, is to engage through the top of the quad, which will help us lengthen through. So squeezing everything in and pushing down. One more breath here, inhale here, wherever you are. Exhale, take the hands to the mat. And then wiggle, wiggle, wiggle that heel in. If it flux up the mat, doesn't matter. Reset. Take the block to one side and just sway off through those hips. Notice how that feels in that hip. And each time you do it, maybe we'll turn the block down a little, another lower level, but if not, that's absolutely fine. But just using that nice breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, as you exhale, tuck toes, lift knees. Downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it high. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tap left elbow, squeeze, pendulum series. Three-legged dog. Exhale, tap right elbow, squeeze it. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step through between the hands, look forward. Inhale here, exhale, stepping in, forward fold. Inhale, slowly halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up through the spine, bringing the right knee to the chest. Our standing series. Inhale here, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here, exhale, push knee open wide. Push, lovely. Inhale here and exhale. Maybe as an add-on today, you want to take the peace fingers around that big toe. Lifting. Pushing that knee back. Inhale here, maybe lengthen. Exhale, flex foot to face. Beautiful. Oh, look at you all, you look gorgeous. Inhale here, exhale, bring that knee back into the chest. Exhale, tip forward, warrior three. Ah, stunning. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it high. Exhale, foot to floor. Inhale through center, exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step, hop or jump to plank. Inhaling and exhale. One more breath, inhaling. Exhale, push back down dog. Inhale and exhale, soften, release. We're coming on to the other side, so from here maybe take that block to the left hand side, just so that it's in the right position for you. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Lift it high, exhale, knee to nose, squeeze, crunching up through the back. Step through between the hands, drop the right knee, untuck the right toe. Maybe walk that right knee back as much as you can. Maybe knee toe it. And then take that block, take it underneath the left thigh. Place it where you need. Set the hips, check that legs long out behind you. And then maybe start to wiggle that heel. So it feels like you're window wipering it, wiggling it to the end of the mat, flexing that foot, toes to face, heels away. And then have a little, you may need to have a little reposition. One side may feel different. And then wherever you are, fingers on the floor, fingers on the thigh, scissor hips, always scissor hips. Check that you're light. It's no good if you're facing to one side. You need to have those hips completely to the front. So think of those headlights facing to the front. So heel toe, or wiggle, wiggle heel, if that's good for you. And then think heavy in the hips. So inhaling, feel that space inflating. Exhale, dropping and lowering. Maybe you feel a little bit more here. Maybe one side's easier than the other. Maybe you want to drop the block already on this side if that one feels easier. If not, don't worry. You need to listen to your body. Wiggle those hips, sinking it out. Just breathe. 3 more breaths. Remember, feel those hips, those thighs squeezing in together. Hug the inner thighs together. Flexing that front foot. Sink here, drop. And as you're pushing down on that hip, maybe you'll just feel like a thing that is like something releasing. I've just felt it now. It's just all of a sudden you're kind of, because everything is tensing like this. It's going, no, I don't want to do this. But if you breathe into it, it may then go, okay, release. And then you may go, oh, actually, I can wiggle that here now a little bit more. So everybody is different. One more breath here. And then take the hands to the mat. Pull that heel back in. Reset. Sway those hips side to side. Oh, notice that in that hip. And then when you're ready, down dog. Maybe pedal, maybe sway, make it your own. How are your legs feeling? Are they feeling amazing? Are they feeling on fire or whatever? I don't know. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog. Lift it high. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it, three-legged dog. Tap right elbow, squeeze it, lifting it high, three-legged dog. Tap left elbow, squeeze and lift, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, squeeze it, lift it high. Exhale, step through between the hands. Inhale here, exhale, stepping in, forward fold. So just take a pause here. Lift those seat bones high to the sky. Notice if you've got any more movement in the back of there. Maybe they're fired, maybe they're talking to you. Just take a little fold here. Try and lengthen out those legs a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, slowly rolling up, coming to halfway lift, long flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale here as you exhale, slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Bring the left knee to the chest. Nice and controlled. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. So on the other side, lift the shoulders up and back and down. Bring that left knee high. Inhale here, exhale, left hand inside the left knee, open wide, push. Inhale here, exhale. Maybe grab hold with the peace fingers of that left toe here. Lifting up, maybe that's where you're stopping here, or lifting and exhale, lengthening that leg. Flexing, lengthening, lifting, standing tall on the left, on the right leg. Beautiful. Pushing strong, that heel in. Inhale, maybe opening that arm, that wing, and then maybe sending that left leg back a little bit further behind you. Beautiful. Bring that knee into the chest, lifting, hands to heart. Exhale, warrior three. Ooh, gently reaching, maybe forward this time. Inhale here and exhale, knee to nose, lifting it high. Exhale, foot to floor, well done. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step, hop and jump to plank. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it high. Step through between the hands, drop the left knee, untuck the toe. And we're coming through, again, a little bit of Hanuman practice. But maybe, as it's the second time and we know where we're going, instead of having the block on level 3, we may turn it to level 1, or our book, or whatever we've got. Or if we're really, really good and we don't need it, we may go level 1, or just no block. So whatever you want. From all I know, when I can't see you dropping in the hips, you could all be flat to the floor and amazingly like ballet dancers. So set yourself up wherever you want to be here today. So maybe you want to walk that back leg out to start a little bit more. Maybe you want to window wiper that heel a little bit. Nice and strong. Maybe that back foot is pointed to the toes. Some people like to do it like that, with the back foot, the toes tucked under. I actually quite prefer it to do it flat to the floor, but everybody is different. So come again, window wiper those hips, sink down. Maybe if the fingers were the floor, they're now at the thigh. If they're are at the thigh, maybe their hands at heart center. Maybe if they're feeling really great, you've got those arms up at the sky. So use that breath, heavy in the hips. If you're feeling good and you're feeling quite easy here, just take those hands to the mat and drop the block another level. Just try it, just try it. If you go, nah, that's not happening, then you've tried it. But then maybe next time. So just wiggle those feet out, reset. Remember, fingers to floor, fingers to thigh, hands to heart. And when your hands are to heart, you'll notice if you're not scissored in the hips. So you see to me here, I've rolled over. My heart is facing then over to the left. So to scissor the hips properly, then your hands to heart and they'll be to the front. So dropping in the hips here. Maybe we heel toe that a little bit more out. Sinking in. Breathing in. Remember, drop. Use gravity to push down into the back of that thigh. We're lengthening out those horrible hamstrings that are always so tight. 2 more full breaths here. And then this is the last time on this side, I promise. 1 more full breath. And exhale. Release the hands to the mat. Pull that heel in. Sway out those hips. Oh my goodness. Sway in those hips. Notice how that feels. Nice and strong. Then tuck toes, lift knees down dog. Drop the heels further to the mat. Maybe you feel nice and long in those hamstrings. We've woken them up. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, left leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Straight into the other side. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze. Step through between the hands. Drop the right knee. Untuck the toes. And place your block whichever way on your left thigh. So take a little while. Set yourself up. Maybe lifting, walking that right knee back. Maybe windscreen wipering that left foot forward, wiggling it forward. Take the placement of the block wherever is good for you. Remember, use that breath heavy in the hips. Feel that inhale, expand, exhale, soften. So maybe you're coming off the hip, off the floor, hands to thigh, hands to heart, hands to sky. And if you're feeling, this is okay, you need to drop a block. Drop it. So always in yoga, whatever level we're at, we can always progress. Whether with its form, duration, soften, and just be. Remember, scissor the hips. Today, maybe that's not for you, so you're going to drop up again, come up a level. Maybe lifting those arms. 2 more full breaths here, and you're so nearly done. Maybe feel like you can send that heel out a little bit longer. Roll that hip forward. 2 more breaths. Because it's good for you. Yeah, beautiful. Hands to the sky, reaching high. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Scissor the hips back. Heart forward, shining forward. Inhale here. As you exhale, take the hands to the mat. Remove the block. Slide that left foot back into all fours. Sweep side to side. And then move the blocks. Swing the legs to one side, take a seat, and I want you to take your legs out wide. So flex the feet, maybe take the hands behind, lift the hips, push the hips forward as much as you can. So you're coming nice and wide. Flex the feet, try and send the toes to the back of the room, not forward. You want to roll open, nice and open here, long length through the spine. And we're going to do our stir the pot or whatever we call it. So grab hold of maybe your big wooden spoon and then coming over the right leg, reaching forward and coming back through the left. So inhaling and exhale. You're pushing those legs back, opening through here. And exhale, so inhaling down the right, coming round, exhaling through the left. Twice more this side. Really notice how that feels through the seat bones, the back of the thighs, and the hamstrings, the calves, maybe the feet. Nice, last time, and then reverse, so coming down the left and then around. Sway, maybe coming a little bit more into it, coming back, coming into a little bit of a forward fold here. 3 more, swaying, 2, squeezing, and then 1. Reset yourself up. Maybe you want to take those hands behind you and just wiggle the bottom forward. Maybe you've got a little bit more movement here. So you've got the long line of the long leg edge of your mat here. And then take the hands in front, tuck under, so you're lengthening as much as you can through the back. Inhale here. As you exhale, start to walk those fingers out along the mat. So remember, you're not curving through the back. You want to lift the chest and the chin forward, keeping those toes pointed backwards. And then maybe this is where you are. Maybe you want to take the forearms to the mat and just the hands, and then just use that breath to soften. Exhale here. Maybe then you can come a little bit further, or maybe you're just pausing here. Sometimes it's nice to just take 2 fists, and then maybe take your forehead to your fist, or take your block and a fist, and have that pose here. So whatever is good for you, so that you can feel that lengthening all the way back of those seat bones. Maybe reaching out, breathing here. Remember breathing into those areas that are feeling tight, lengthening through that muscle, long muscles. Inhale here. As you exhale, walk the hands back in. Take hold of the thighs, bring them in together. Lengthen those legs along the mat. And then slowly walk your hands back onto the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock through the lower back. Notice how it feels in the lower back here. You wouldn't think doing the splits you'd feel it in your back, but you do, because that's where you hold a lot of the tension. So give those knees a hug in. And then maybe take your happy baby. 2-leg happy baby to finish. And then notice where those knees are now. Maybe they're a little bit lower towards the mat. Maybe the tail is dropped more. Maybe you feel nice and open in those hamstrings. Or maybe they're saying, stop, stop, no more. Maybe you want to take the peace fingers and those big toes and lengthen out those legs. Maybe one at a time, or both together, lengthening, maybe rocking those legs side to side. Massaging the lower back as well as lengthening through those legs, maybe flexing those heels, toes to face. Or maybe just normal happy baby. Whatever is good for you, you choose. And then from here, take the right leg along the mat, lengthen it out. Take the right hand to the left knee and bring that knee across the body, supine twist, like we did to start. So the right knee, the left knee is coming to the right side, opening up the arms, both arms wide, gazing on those left fingers here, and just taking that lovely twist in the lower back. And again, use that breath, inflate into this space, and then as you exhale, deflate, release. Maybe you feel a little bit more into the twist. Maybe you've got more twist now than you did at the beginning. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring that left knee back into the chest. Hug it in tight. Exhale, release it out along the mat. Maybe that leg piece feels longer again. Then bring the right knee into the chest. Hug it tight. Give it a nice hug. And then with the left hand, grab the right knee, put it across the body, open both arms wide, Gaze to the right side. Use that breath to twist here. And soften. Inhaling. And exhale, releasing. Inhale here as you exhale, bring that knee back into the chest, the right knee, hug it tight, last time. Exhale, lengthen that right leg out along the mat. Give both knees a little wiggle, give both legs a little wiggle. Your legs have grown a couple of inches. Let those ankles fall wide. Come into Shavasana, walk those shoulder blades underneath you. Palms to the sky and close down those eyes. You've really worked your body hard today, so you deserve this reward of Shavasana. If there's any areas of the body that you feel tight, maybe you want to tuck the tailbone under, push that lower back into the mat, release the glutes, or maybe your body is already surrendered. So just surrender here. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, release, let go. Just come to normal breath. Just notice your body, your breath, your mind, the noises and the smells around you. Just notice. Let all the goodness of our practice today be absorbed into the body. And let your body settle after the practice. Release. And start to deepen the breath in the body. Filling the lungs. Deepening the breath. And start to move the body. Wiggle fingers and toes. Twisting wrists and ankles. Rock head side to side. Take a full body stretch, reaching up overhead, pointing through with the fingers and the toes. Really reach. Inhale here. Exhale, knees to chest. Give yourself a hug. Massage the lower back, releasing in those hips and the knees. And then come to rest on your right hand side. Maybe you noticed the strength today that you've generated in your practice. And that strength can be harnessed for yourself. Maybe you want to send that to somebody else. And then slowly, keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up to seated with your palms open to receive, keeping those eyes closed. Each day's filled with the silence of the words you cry at night. And I wonder what would happen if you let them out into the light. Tell the words, all of the lyrics of the songs you haven't sung. and the stories that you're trapped when you learnt to bite your tongue. Speak the words you've left unspoken, out of fear that you were wrong. Raise your voice so we can hear you. You've been silent for too long. The world appears so broken, and although it's made you cry, you know that hope is never lost, so you've always wondered why. Somebody doesn't fix things when there's so much they can do, but I think it's time to realise that that somebody is you. We're going to take 3 breaths together here. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more, inhaling and exhaling. Last time, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling the palms to the heavens, join in prayer. And as you exhale, bring your palms to your third eye for clear vision, to your mouth for the truth, and to your heart centre for love and for life. Namaste.